Welcome to the Kellyanne Cares podcast, your go-to resource for personal growth, productivity, and building a business that aligns with your purpose. I'm Kelly, former pro makeup artist and luxury travel expert turned multi-passion entrepreneur, author, and advocate. I'm here to help you get organized, stay inspired, and create lasting success on your terms. Every episode brings raw, unfiltered conversations around habits, healing, hustle, and heart. You'll hear from expert guests and everyday women who've built lives and businesses filled with meaning, magic, and momentum. Whether you're pivoting your brand, launching a new idea, or simply craving more wellness and structure in your day, this podcast was made for you. Life is short. Invest in yourself, create your own rules, and choose your own happiness. It's time to fuel your mind, build your brand, and transform your life. Today's episode starts now. Hello. Happy New Year. Happy 2026. I'm so excited to have you here with me today in my mobile recording studio. I'm watching two grown men play pickleball. It's quite entertaining. So if you hear a little boop, 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 that would be them. And also, I just realized I'm in the flight path, so you'll hear a plane every few minutes. So we're going to make this short and sweet, but it is a promised episode to my TikTok community about my bean journey. Now, whether or not you follow me on TikTok, you can follow me at Everything is Messy, the name of my book. My Kellyanne Gorman official account is still live. I just haven't been able to use it. I basically just use it to get TikTok shop samples. And I have so many issues with that account that I had to start over. And when I started, I had 124 followers about a month or so, about 6 to 8 weeks ago. And now I have thousands. And there's one reason why. I have been consistent with my content. And one of the main reasons why is because I started eating beans for breakfast. Now, if you don't know what this is, I was on TikTok one night, probably in the middle of the night because I couldn't sleep. I don't remember when. And I fell down a rabbit hole of Beantok. All these women eating beans to support their PCOS, their hormones, but more importantly, menopause. They were saying that it was helping with inflammation and joint pain and sleeping and all this other stuff. And I was like, are these women out of their fucking mind? So I started doing a few videos on it. Let me just tell you, I'm on week 7. My life has completely changed. So I'm here to give you the full recap. Now, let me just tell you that I have over almost 500,000 views in the last couple of weeks on these videos and thousands of new followers because I'm sharing my experience with beans. Beans, canned beans. I know, it's insane. So if you're new here from TikTok, hi, welcome to my show. We are actually celebrating 9 years of this podcast come June 10th to be specific, my birthday. I will be 48. So there's no reason for me to be in pain, inflamed, and all the things, okay? So I'm eating beans. Now here's why. Based off of all of my research, I realized there's a very, very smart woman named Dr. Karen Hurd. She's been doing this for decades, but for some reason, we never knew about it. And all these women just started posting about beans on TikTok. There's actually a protocol. So I'm here to share everything I've done, everything I'm doing, what works for me, what doesn't. Obviously, if you need to talk to your doctor, talk to your doctor. I'm not a medical professional, just a professional patient, okay? Let's just get that clause out of the way. And I started my bean journey it'll be 7 weeks in 3 days. So I'm almost at 7 weeks. And I started with beans in my smoothies. I started putting garbanzo beans in my smoothies. But then I realized that there was a whole protocol. So from day 1, just by putting garbanzo beans in my smoothies, I usually prep 3 or 4 at a time. Day 2, I realized I had more energy, less inflammation, and no joint pain in 2 fucking days. My hips and knees. I go up and down the stairs a million times a day. It hurts. I feel like I'm an elderly woman that needs a cane. Pain, gone. Inflammation, gone. I'm talking my face, my stomach, my thighs. Maybe even my ass. I don't know. I should probably look. But that is from 2 days, okay? Then I learned that all these women were isolating their beans. And that means no oils, no fats. So no avocado oil, no olive oil. You can pan sear them with your favorite seasoning. But no oils or fats. You have to have them alone, okay? Based off of Dr. Karen Hurd's protocol, she has about a half a cup to a cup per meal. And make sure you're drinking lots of water. Now, I did all the research, so you don't have to, so I'm going to share with you why. I've listened to a lot of podcasts, and I've listened to her a lot, so I could really dive deep into figuring out like why this actually works. It works because beans have a shit ton of soluble fiber. That is what you need to grab onto the bile. So if you have any oils or fats, they're going to connect to the beans. You want the beans to connect to the bile, the bad toxins in your body, so that you can recycle that shit out, literally, and recycle some fresh new energy, aka new bile. Your body does this so many times a day. And who knew? I never knew until I started doing my research. So that is why you don't want the oils or fats. This is what Dr. Karen Hurd is saying, so I'm listening to her because in my opinion, my research after doing it, she's a fucking genius. And she will be here on this podcast. I'm manifesting it. I'm going to pitch her this week. I need her on here to really explain to you, my new Bean community, my Bean best friends from TikTok, what this is all about. Like, and why we are just hearing about it now. Okay? So beans without oils or fats will immediately connect to the bad bile and toxins. You drink a lot of water, it'll flush it all out. Then your body will recycle new fresh bile, which is going to give you new energy, okay? So that is why I started isolating my beans. And trust me, it was very difficult for me not to put my avocado oil or olive oil all over my beans with my seasonings, sauteing them. Now I just strain them. Some women have awful gas issues, so they use baking soda, I guess. I just rinse the can thoroughly in the sink in a strainer and throw them in the microwave. Add my favorite seasonings. And I got sent from a brand, Mala Girl, these superfoods, so I'm actually obsessed with those and use those a lot. But you can look at all my videos on like what products I'm using and how I'm doing them. And I'm also doing like bean pairings and more bean recipes. And I also have a ton of bean recipes in my book, which ironically is like the perfect timing, right? Anyway, so isolating the beans. Every meal you're going to drink lots and lots of water, and you need to think of this as like an oil change for your system. Just think of it as an oil change for your body. That's like the best way for me to explain it and the best way that I've heard. And of course now I'm starting to cough, sorry. This is a very unproduced, this is a real and raw episode for you today because I wanted this out in the new year for you. So during the time that I started eating all the beans, I went to the snow and I got a concussion. My friend's daughter slid right under me and I fell backwards, smacked my head on ice. So I was on pain meds for like almost 3 weeks, 2.5 weeks maybe. And so during that time, I felt awful, but I was still eating my beans, okay? But I hate taking medication. And so after that, once I was done with like the last Tylenol or whatever, I felt like I needed to do like a 3-day bean reset. So I did just beans in the morning because I started having them throughout the day. I'd have them in my smoothie, I'd have them at lunch, I'd have them at dinner. So my 3-day bean reset, I wanted to do I usually do 1 to 2 cups per day. And I wanted to do them just solo in the morning to see the difference in how I would feel. My body just needed a reset. Anytime you get off any like prescription meds, you always need some kind of reset, right? So I put myself on a 3-day bean reset. I literally just made it up. I felt different immediately. I feel more bloated when I'm eating them multiple times a day, like with different meals. But when I am eating them in the morning only, isolating the beans, I am having less sugar cravings. I'm less hungry throughout the day. And I'm just eating whatever I want during the day. Like healthy, clean meals is obviously best. But the other day I was dying for a burger and onion rings. And that's what I fucking ate. You have to listen to your body. But women my age in their 40s and women that have hormonal issues, the amount of soluble fiber that's going to help them, like basically oil change their system, it's really up to them. Like you have to just pay attention to like how your body feels. For me, I feel good at like 1 to 2 cups. If I have a half a cup, it's not enough. I can definitely tell the difference, but you have to make sure you're drinking lots and lots of water. And I don't know about you, but I've seen all this stuff about liquid IV. Liquid IV I hate anyway. There's too much sodium and salt, gives me vertigo. I don't like those electrolytes. I'm very specific with my electrolytes, but I've been seeing all these things about how if you're ODing on electrolytes, like how it can hurt your liver and kidney. It's all over TikTok. I got to research that next. But anyway, so that is the TikTok rabbit hole I fell down. Beantok, Beans TikTok. You'll see it all over my TikTok. So go to my TikTok, Everything is Messy, if you have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about. And you can see all my viral videos there. It's crazy. Okay? So that is my bean protocol. That's what I've been doing. I fell down the rabbit hole. I started eating beans. I'm eating them differently to see like which way works best for my body. Now starting tomorrow, new year, new me, I'm eating them in the morning solo again with my superfoods and my favorite seasonings because I feel better that way. Okay? Now, best part of the show. I'm going to list I already did list every single benefit I've experienced. But first, I want you to know that today's episode is brought to you by Fetch Rewards. Why, you say? Because I literally just got a brand new printer from Best Buy using my Fetch Rewards points. Fetch Rewards is an app I've been using for about 6 years. You scan your receipts. And if you're lazy and you don't want to do that, you sync all of your accounts online and it will automatically sync your receipts. But more importantly, you want to share your code. My code is FUF9B. So if you download the Fetch Rewards app right now using my code FUF9B, you immediately get a couple thousand points. You continuously share your code, and you will get thousands and thousands of points. That is how I have shopped on Amazon for free for months. And after I was done with some shopping sprees on Amazon, I was like, I need a new laptop and I need a new printer. So I started getting gift cards to Best Buy. So I just picked up my brand new printer. It's an HP to match my PC, but I'm getting a new PC probably next week or the week after using my gift card. So basically, you scan your receipts, you get points. Those points are redeemed for gift cards literally anywhere. So I usually just get Amazon, Target, Visa gift cards, or right now, Best Buy. So I've been racking up my gift cards so I could go get a laptop and a printer for free. This shit works. It is free. Did I mention it's free? Download the Fetch Rewards app right now using my code FUF9B. You will immediately get thousands of points. Share your code on social media. Share it in your newsletters. Share it with your friends. Share it in the coffee line. I share it to random people in stores all the time because they'll see me doing something. Or just now in Best Buy, he was like, what is your code? I need to tell my mom. She needs this. And then he was complimenting me on my Diet Coke hat. And it was just like a great experience. And he's like, I can't believe you're getting this for free. I'm like, I know. And I'm like, and the app is free. And I'm like, I know. And so you need to get Fetch Rewards right now. Use my code FUF9B. Everything will be listed for you in the show notes. Everything I'm saying today will be listed for you in the show notes. And by the way, Everything is Messy is officially out as a bundle, the ebook and audiobook. So if you are ready to get organized, become the best, most productive version of yourself, whether that is personally or professionally, go to everythingismessy.com right now. Side note cough. To grab your audiobook and digital book bundle. It is available right now. Paperbacks are coming back. I am redoing a few things on them. So I halted on like printing production, and it's really like sad that it cost me a fortune to sign books and mail them to you. I wish the mailing system wasn't so expensive and snail mail wasn't so slow, but I'm trying to figure out, because people keep asking me for paperback, and my coloring books are on Amazon, but you won't see Everything is Messy on Amazon, Target, Barnes & Noble, because I pulled it off the shelf because it wasn't how I wanted it anymore. So I'm fixing it up. So hopefully, like ASAP, that's done because that's been on my to-do list forever. But I also want to share with you that, again, I'm on almost 7 weeks. In 3 days, it'll be 7 weeks since I've been eating beans. So here is the very long list of things that have happened, or my experience with beans. I want you to understand the difference in how I feel when I eat the beans for breakfast versus throughout the day. I feel a drastic difference, okay? So like I already mentioned, from day 2, I felt more energy. So that I become more productive because I have more energy. My inflammation and my face, my stomach, and my legs immediately gone. It's starting to get cold here in Vegas, so I'm wearing winter clothes again, so I had to take them out of my bins. My bras are loose, like in the cup size, the straps, and the width, and it's on the tightest one, so the straps keep falling down. That is inflammation. I've lost 12 pounds, but that is inflammation. All of my sweatshirts are like huge in my stomach area, and even my compression pants that I wear from Old Navy like all day, every day, They're like loose in my thigh area. They're compression pants. That's crazy. Okay, so there's that. No more hot flashes, no more cold glitches. So menopause symptoms like out the door. I'm more calm and relaxed. And I usually take supplements for that. So my mood is like amazing. No more anxiety, no more depression, no more food noise, no more sugar cravings. I'm fuller longer. I'm eating cleaner. I'm drinking lots of water. I'm no longer up between like 3 and 5 a.m., which is annoying because I like to get up at 4:30 or 5. So if I'm waking up at like 3:30, 4, like I'm just might as well just stay up and my whole day is ruined. I started noticing like a detox happening to my body, maybe like week 3 or 4, between weeks 2 and 4. Let's just say that because I forget. I did a whole video on it. Again, go to Everything is Messy, my TikTok, and you'll see all the viral videos. And I do updates all the time, basically daily. She was saying that you could detox from your ears. And I was like, ew, what? And I'm like, oh my God, I noticed I have more earwax. And I'm religious about Q-tipping my ears. I know some people may say that's like OCD or you shouldn't do that, but I need to do that. So I just noticed I had more earwax. I'm like, that's weird. And then I did a video about my bra straps and my bra being loose. That's obviously inflammation, but detoxing my pits. Like, you know, when you try to have the switcheroni of deodorants where you want to try a vegan deodorant and then you smell. And I know there's like I think you put witch hazel in your pits or something in your pits where it, like you won't feel that change so often. But when you try a vegan deodorant or like a deodorant that doesn't have aluminum or like whatever, like a healthier deodorant for your pits, you smell like because your body has to get used to it. I smelled. And I'm like, I haven't switched my deodorant. So my pits were detoxing. My ears were detoxing. You guys, I'm not even kidding, okay? I have notes and photos. My weight, so I'm down 12 pounds today. And I know once I start eating beans for breakfast solo again, I'm going to lose even more. Because the last week I was eating like so many treats. What else? Sugar cravings, those are gone. My back to inflammation. I have a lot of videos showing you my rings. They like flip around when I talk with my hands in my videos. Like my fingers are getting thinner. It's so weird. And then another one about like, you know, being regular in the baños is that I always have to pee, like always. I'm not peeing all the time anymore and I'm drinking lots of water. And I'm always going to the bathroom, like after my iced coffee, after I eat and whatever. I'm only going to the bathroom like morning and night now and not having to pee everywhere. Like whenever I'm out doing errands with my friend, she's like, you don't have to go to the bathroom. I'm like, no. I'm like, oh my God, it must be the beans. And it's like a joke, but it's not. It's like serious. So I guess, and I did a video on this too. Like I guess my body is doing its oil change method throughout the day where it's not constantly like overdoing itself or overusing itself. I don't know. Like I have to do more research on that. So that is how I'm feeling. Those are the benefits from eating beans for breakfast. Now, when I eat them, less for breakfast with isolating them and more throughout the day, I feel a difference. Here's the difference. When I eat them with my meals, I crave more treats. My sleep is off. I'm not as energized. I feel not as anxious, but like my depression kind of coming in. And not as much energy. I have a headache, which is weird. And it's not because I'm drinking less water. It's just I'm getting a headache. I don't know why. And I guess that's it. So my stats on my Everything is Messy TikTok are for the last couple of weeks, I am at almost 500,000 views. That is the most views I've seen on any social media platform in the last decade. And I've lived my life on the internet for the last decade, if not, I mean, obviously longer, but just on TikTok alone, like those stats are insane, and thousands of new followers because they're women our age looking for something that is going to help them that doesn't involve medication. Now, all these women now are chiming in the comments on my video saying, did a doctor prove this? ? No. First of all, she had a Canadian flag in her bio. So I love my Canadian friends, but also I'm sure your doctors are so different compared to ours here in the United States of America. And I know because I had to go through 11 neurologists to make sure that I was actually misdiagnosed. And dissected labs for almost 2 years throughout my whole legal case. And there were 6 of them, not one of them, 6. I had to become an attorney. I'm very well versed in being a professional patient and the medical system and knowing that they just want to give you a pill to make some money. Trust me, my chemotherapy sessions that I was overdosed with were $35,000 a pop, and I had many. So people like that, I didn't answer. I answered her through another video, but now other women are doing it for me, which is even better because I don't want to have like a nasty video on the internet. But if she keeps commenting, I'm going to definitely respond via video. But if you haven't experienced the medical system in the U.S., like, don't comment. Like, it's obvious. And then I go to her profile and it's fucking cats. I hate cats. No offense if you love them. I'm so sorry. But it's just, it doesn't make sense. But I need to just brush that off my shoulder. It was just like, really? Like, you're commenting on the medical system here in the U.S. when you never experienced it? You live in another country. Like, you should be like, yeah, I know. Like, your doctors should be like, yes, go eat more soluble fiber. You know what I mean? Anyway, that's that. So there's a couple ways, because I know you're like, now, how am I going to eat my beans? I eat my beans from a can, strain them, wash the shit out of them, and then throw them in my glass Tupperware thing I got from Target, like a little glass casserole, and then I heat them up, I take them out, and then Mala Girl is a superfood brand, and they sent me these superfood packets, and there's all different seasonings and flavors. So there's like a spicy basil, one that tastes like chicken ramen, but it's vegan and it's superfood. So you can use it as a shot. So you drink it as a shot, or you can add it to your food. So if you want to add it to your ground turkey, you want to marinate your chicken, you can add it to your beans. So I was actually going to do a bean pairing with each one, and I still want to do that video because I love these superfoods, and they're not on TikTok Shop yet. They don't have an affiliate program yet. So if you want to try them out, just message me on Everything is Messy TikTok, or go to my Instagram, my normal one, Kellyanne Gorman Official, and I'll try to get you a discount code. But right now, they're like just starting, and they're like, can we send you our product? I'm like, sure, absolutely. I love this shit. The flavors are so good. They smell amazing. So the only 2 I haven't had out of the variety pack are the mushroom one, because I wanted to add that to a dessert, like a black bean cocoa dessert with dates or something. And then, or I was actually going to add some in a black bean milk as well. And then the green one. And that I was going to add to like a juice or just do a shot. Maybe I'll do the shot tomorrow morning. I'll film it tomorrow morning. Sorry, I'm going to cough. I had a Fountain Diet Coke today. It was life-changing. Today's episode is brought to you by Circle K and their brand new CO tanks that finally work. Just kidding. But one more company I wanted to talk to you about that I'm obsessed with their product is these walking tamales. I'll drop their link in the show notes. They are vegan. They are gluten-free. They come in individual packs. I got sent a variety pack. So there was mild, medium, and hot. The hot is fucking hot. And I love spicy stuff. They come in a cute little pouch. You throw them in a microwave for like 15, 20 seconds. They're good to go. So you can have them with your beans. You can have them after your beans. You can have them with rice. I love tamales and break them up over nachos. I don't know if that's weird, but I love it, especially when my body thinks it's PMSing or when I'm actually PMSing. I'm 47, so who knows? But I've been eating Mexican food every day for the past like couple of days, so I need a little detox from the sodium. Like I was filming stuff today and I was like, oh my God, my face is so swollen. So no mas on the refry, but I love these walking tamales. They're so good. And the next pack I'm going to try are the sweet corn elote and another mild one. I think it's a different one. So stay tuned on my feedback. Actually, just go to my TikTok, Everything is Messy, because you'll see my videos. I've been sharing them like constantly because they're so good. And they're vegan and they're gluten-free, which is even better. So you can have them, again, with your beans. But those are the brands that I've been mixing up with my beans for breakfast. And if you have any questions, come find me on TikTok. Everything is messy, because that's where my new bean community lives. And you'll see all these women chiming in like, holy shit, why is this happening? How come we didn't know? We feel amazing. Here's my recipes. Oh, so here's a couple more recipes I plan on making. Bean bark. So I always do a date bark and a rice cake bark, a banana bark. I'm going to do one with beans. I'm going to do my infamous veggie burger recipe, but just beans, because I did my black bean meatballs, but like no meat, just black bean balls with ground turkey and noodles. But I'm going to do the milk, the bark, bean burger, and I was going to make another hummus and then a soup, because it's just broth using the Mala Girl superfood. And then I also have chicken collagen, like chicken noodle flavor collagen. I have about 10 recipes, like half are savory, half are sweet. So if you want more savory, sweet, delicious, vegan, budget-friendly recipes, please go grab a copy of my book, Everything is Messy, because the audiobook is now, and there's more chapters to come. And we're going to have a whole vibe and a whole new, fresh, fun community over on my, I almost said Instagram, TikTok, at Everything is Messy. It's so hard to get used to saying at Everything is Messy, because Kellyanne Gorman Official is my social media everywhere. I mean, you can follow me on TikTok there too, but I'm not present. My last post is come follow me on my other account, Everything is Messy. But I think that is it. I have 2 pages of notes I just went over, but make sure you check the show notes. I'll have lots of links for you there, and more exciting information is to come. But if you have any questions, just come on over to TikTok. If you're not on TikTok, I'm going to start repurposing this account over on my Instagram. So you can follow me at Kellyanne Gorman Official on my Instagram and just slide into my DMs there. Or if you go to kellyannecares.com or everythingismessy.com, you'll see the notes for every single podcast episode over the last 8.5 years. More is to come. So many more business announcements, but I'm going to do that on a separate episode, because I wanted this episode to just be for my bean girlies, because I needed a one-stop shop to direct everybody to with like my experience and how I feel and what works and what doesn't. And you just got to play around with it with anything, really. But more importantly, you have to listen to your body. If you are getting headaches, if you're feeling bloated, like maybe it's not for you, or maybe have less, or maybe isolate them, or maybe have them with broth, or maybe incorporate them into a smoothie or a dessert. I don't know, but stay tuned, because I have a lot more recipes to come. They'll all be on my TikTok. But again, go grab your copy of Everything is Messy right now. Everything is in the show notes. Sign up for your Fetch rewards. Check out Mala Girl. Grab your tamales. Repurpose all your content, because that's going to save you time, money, and energy, and make you a ton of money in 2026. They all are. I'm here to help you level up. So get ready for more exciting episodes coming your way. We're manifesting Dr. Karen Hurd. She will be on soon. I'm going to pitch her tomorrow. And I think that's it. I think that is it. All the business growth, strategy, development, podcasting, all that's coming up next. So stay tuned.